There's talk of changing the access and cost of infertility treatments. This one of many new executive orders from President Trump. News 8's Ken Houston is live in the newsroom with more on this. Ken.
Well, hi there, and this is actually encouraging news for people finding it tough to start a family without the aid of modern medicine. The president's executive order calls for expanding access to infertility treatments and reducing its cost. Now, right now, the going rate for in vitro fertilization, also known as IVF, ranges from $12,000 to $15,000 per cycle. It's estimated that 1 in 8 couples here in the U.S. struggle with infertility. That's about 6.7 million people, according to the CDC. The executive order instructs the assistant to the president for domestic policy to give Trump a list of recommendations on protecting IVF. I talked with a reproductive specialist this afternoon who says the news is encouraging, but there are some concerns.
And there are certain treatments where IVF is required to be able to build their families. So, for example, if someone has tubal factor infertility, perhaps has scar tissue in their abdomen or their pelvis from prior appendicitis, for example, they need IVF in order to continue to build their families at all. And for many people, unfortunately, this is not an option. For instance, folks on public insurance, such as Medicaid, currently is not typically not covered. And even private insurers are not required to cover it.
And IVF is also not covered by federal insurance, and how this executive order will actually roll out has not yet been determined. Now, meanwhile, the committee looking into IVF has 90 days to get back with the president with their findings. Live in the control room this afternoon, Ken Houston, News 8.